Hey, what's up? It's me, Gazbot, for Action Activate, and look who I'm with.
What's up, guys? It's Jason Faunt from Power Rangers Time Force.
Red Ranger himself. So thanks for doing this with me.
Of course.
We're here at Graham Cracker's Comics in Marietta.
Yes.
You've been having a busy day, giving people signatures and pictures and everything.
Yep.
But I wanted to ask you a few questions. If
Sure.
that's okay. All right. So I want to start with some Power Ranger stuff. You know, we'll move on to other things. One of the questions, I have a co-host who's not here, Big Dog, and he wanted to know,
Big Dog.
Yeah, the Big Dog. You've come back a few times to the show. Which was your favorite time you came back?
Oh, gosh. I think Ninja Steel would be my go-to. I know that the Forever Red was a big episode, but Ninja Steel was great because I think they really focused on story. And Jay and I had a very big part in that one.
Yeah.
Some of those other reunion episodes, you know, it's very intermittent with dialogue and how involved we are, but this one was great because we're heavily involved in the story, and so I'll say probably Ninja Steel.
That's a good choice. I think a lot of people were a little bit disappointed with Super Mega Force reunion, and I think the Dimensions in Danger kind of made up for that a little bit.
Absolutely.
Nice. Do you? A lot of the Ranger actors had a background in martial arts, gymnastics, etc., and that was part of their audition. Obviously, you're in shape and you're athletic, but did you have any of those special skills going in for your season, or was it all about the acting?
All about the acting.
Okay.
Yeah, the originals had, you know, they would say, hey, you know, you got 30 seconds to kick and flip and do what we want.
Right.
And that's how they cast it for the original season. But for us, it was all about the acting because the show went union.
Right.
So it was a 5-page audition. All of us had the same lines, girls, guys, whatever Ranger, and they wanted to see what kind of range we had as actors. So ours was all about the audition.
And that might be why the stories in Time Force are generally thought of as a little bit more sophisticated too.
Yep.
Nice. All right, I'll ask you one more Power Rangers one.
Sure.
Vernon Wells, who played Rancic. I knew him originally from The Road Warrior.
Yeah.
Did you know who he was going in, and were you a little bit in awe, or did you meet him on the set? And what was your experience with?
I didn't know. I knew of him, but I didn't know it was him until after we had met. And then, you know, they were saying, "Hey, you know, we got some real great talent that's on this show. So this will be well worth it for you as young actors to learn from them because they have so much experience."
Right.
And so once I realized his background, I really wanted to pick his brain in terms of a lot of etiquette things and little tricks of the trade of being on set, and him and Edward Albert helped me immensely with a lot of that. Yep.
So even though he played a lot of villains, he was actually very nice.
Yes.
You always love to hear that.
Vernon's great. He's crazy.
So you have 2 shows coming out. Well, you have an animated show about cavities.
Yes.
You want to talk about, what's it called, first of all?
Rush Brigade.
Rush Brigade, okay. And you're one of the voices?
I'm one of the producers and one of the voices.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And we decided that we wanted to kind of try our hand in the animated cartoon world. And we're creating a whole series called Rush Brigade. It focuses on the Tooth Fairy's daughter.
Oh, okay.
And her kind of adventures of, you know, being with, you know, in terms of being royalty and with the throne, but wanting to be a part of, you know, the ones that are out there that are fighting against Emperor Decay. This is all stuff that's going to come out.
Right.
But there's Johnny Hartman is the writer of the show. He was heavily involved in Power Rangers, so you're going to see a lot of themes from Power Rangers in this new series, and we're really excited. Hopefully it'll be out here in a couple months.
Where should people look for that?
You know, right now we're going to get that out, and then we're going to try and take it to some of the platforms.
Okay.
So right now we don't know. We're going to get it done. We're going to make it look awesome, and then we're going to take it out to market and see what we can't do.
Cool. So just follow your social media for updates in the meantime. Okay.
Rush Brigade.
Rush Brigade.
And there are Catherine Sutherland, Azim Rizek. There are a few Rangers that are involved in this.
Okay. Well, speaking about projects that had other Ranger actors, the next thing I want to ask you about was Legend of the White Dragon.
Yes.
Well, I'll elephant in the room first. Do you know when it's coming out?
No.
Okay. Okay, moving on.
Nope. But it is done, and I say that, you know, I guess I kind of made light of that, but it is complete, and I'm told they think in the fall, and they've had to refilm some things, and I don't know what they're refilming. I haven't been a part of it, so we'll see what happens, and I know it's going to look sharp, and but you know, hopefully it comes out here soon.
Okay. Well, let me ask you another question then related to that. Originally, there was a trailer that was shot and shown, and there were certain, like Johnny Young Bosch was in the original. I think he's no longer in it, correct?
Correct.
And there were some other changes. Do you know, or could you tell us what was changed from that original pitch version to the version that we're going to be getting? I know you don't know the whole story and stuff, but like, what changed story-wise or cast-wise? Do you know, have any insight to that?
I have all the insight to that.
Okay.
And some of it I can't. I think.
Yeah, if there's an NDA or something, fair enough.
There's just some things that can happen with any working relationships with certain people, and sometimes things can go a different direction, and I think that's kind of what happened.
Okay.
So the original people that were supposed to be in it didn't. Johnny was one of those, and I think there was some conflicts with things, and it kind of just turned out the way that it did. So yeah, Yoshi was involved in the original pitch, Christy Ann, myself, Johnny, and then me and Ciara and Serena Vincent. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm sure it'll still be good regardless.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And then I guess the final question on the Legend of the White Dragon is: there are 2 figures coming out from Bobby Vala Valaverse, who does Action Force, of the main villain and the main hero. Do you have any idea if they're doing other characters, like maybe you?
I don't.
Okay.
But I sure hope they do.
Right.
I would be disappointed if they didn't.
Right.
If you're watching. So I would hope they do, but I haven't been told what the game plan is with that, so I'm kind of waiting as well.
Okay, so you'll just find out when we find out. Okay, cool. Moving on from Legend of White Dragon to another project you're working on, Underdeveloped.
Yes.
Now this is already out?
Yes.
Okay, tell us about this.
Underdeveloped is out. I know it's in Tubi and Amazon. It's a TV series about a bunch of failed TV producers. I come in episode 6 of season 1.
Okay.
And so you don't see me for the first. There's only 6 episodes in the first season. So Tom Arnold, Brian Metcalf, Thomas Ian Nichols. We had a great
These are names
cast.
I know.
Yes. David Kuckner, which I hope I'm pronouncing that right. He's in all the Will Ferrell movies like Anchorman.
Right.
And so we had a great cast, and I was very, very honored to be a part of it. David Henry, of course, from Wizards.
Do you want to tell them what you play? I know, but
yeah, I play like this guy who's from Westwood who thinks he's kind of this rapper guy who's a manager for one of the big stars in it. So when they're trying to solicit her to be in the movie, they got to deal with my character whose name is Freckles. So it's a little bit of a departure of what you're used to seeing with me, and that's a lot of fun.
Nice, awesome.
Yep. You've seen it.
I've seen your part.
Okay, good.
To be fair.
Good, you're good.
And then the final question, which I ask in all my interviews.
Yes.
Other than your season, who do you think is the best Red Ranger? And you could base that on the actor or the character. Red Ranger. From any season other than your own, who do you think is the best Red Ranger?
Oh, man. Well, I go 2 directions with it. I mean, I always say JDF because he was the Red, and I guess he's not as often thought of that. But,
right.
yeah.
He was twice.
It was twice?
Yeah, because he was Zeo and Turbo.
Well, it was both. I didn't think about it till now. So I always go with Jay. Jay was instrumental in really helping to help bring my career to where it is, and took me all these shows. So whenever it's favorite Ranger or favorite Red or favorite Black, favorite White, favorite Green, I'll always go with Jay because I owe a ton to him.
Yeah, no, that's a great answer, and he is beloved by the fandom, and you can't go wrong when you say Jason David Frank. That's always going to be the right answer, except I'm sorry, you're wrong. It's Casey from Jungle Fury. He's the best Red Ranger.
Wait, what? That's a random one. I haven't even seen Casey in a long time.
Well, because he's out there being the best.
Okay, so that's your pick.
That's my favorite and objectively the correct answer.
Okay. That's interesting. I've never heard that before.
Really?
Never once.
Oh, you're in the wrong circles, my friend.
Wow. Is it the season that you liked? Is it the character story?
This is from Jungle Fury. Yeah.
Okay.
It is the season I like.
What did you like about
I like
the character?
He was a bit of an underdog. He didn't start off as a good Red Ranger. He was weak. He was a little bit bullied by the other martial arts students, but he was sticking up for people that were even weaker than him. And he kind of doubted himself. And by the end of the show, he, his love for the underdog and his willingness to stand up to the stronger, he grew into being a good Red Ranger. And in terms of how strong he is, whatever, maybe other Rangers could beat him, but that's not what, I appreciated the arc of it and the fact that he was, I'm not the strongest, but I'm still going to try to do the right thing. And then he grew into being what he
was. He not a Ranger in the traditional sense? Did he inherited the powers? Is that what happened?
In that season, it was a martial arts school, and they were training to defeat Daishi.
Who was the other Rangers in that season?
I'm bad with names.
Actor-ways.
There was Anna Hutchinson was yellow.
Okay. Oh, this was Disney.
This was Disney.
Yeah, I never know the Disney actors as well.
A lot of them are in New Zealand. He's a New Zealand actor too, so he doesn't come out here. I've never met him.
Really?
Yeah, I've met tons of Ranger actors, and I've never met him.
Because he was writing for a long time for the show.
I think he directed too. Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, but it's true. But I also like to just make fun of people at the end.
Yeah, that's good.
But yeah, I've taken up enough of your time. You've kind of told us what you're doing, but is there anything you want to tell people where to follow you? Anything you want to promote at the end here?
Yeah, I would say I have a new movie called Seductors from Hell that comes out in a few months. That's more of a horror genre, kind of an exorcist kind of film. That I'll put on my social media. Instagram is where I'm mostly at. It's at Jason Faunt. And Facebook is Jason Faunt fan site, and Instagram and Twitter or X is the Jason Faunt. Yeah, the Jason Faunt.
Does anybody really call it X though?
I don't know. I don't know. There's so many now. So, but Instagram is where I am, and I put all the promotions out there.
Nice.
I've been laying low because of the new baby, but I'll be back out in Greenville, South Carolina, April 5th with Nakia.
Oh, okay.
And you can come see your hopefully this guy's second favorite Red Ranger.
Okay,
because Casey won't be there, I don't think so.
Well, you can be my favorite one that's in the country. How about that?
There you go. I'll take the domestic favorite Red Ranger. So.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.